Hi guys, how are you all today morning? Good morning. Tranquility, according to Ashtavakra, is when a self realized soul abides with itself, continues to look within, look at the super soul within, the self within, and remains self contained, blissful, happy, eternal, and self contented. This particular person is very rare because this person is able to discriminate between the material and the spiritual. He knows that the whole material world is nothing but the five elements. What does this mean? According to Bhagavad Gita, the spirit soul, the soul is the eternal spark from the eternal flame that is the super soul. The super soul is the eternal flame, and the soul is the spark that has ejected out of this eternal flame. According to the Lord, this spark is nothing but His superior spiritual energy, whereas this material world is His inferior material energy. When this superior spiritual spark, in its arrogance, tries to lord over this inferior material energy, it conveniently forgets that both belong to the super soul, and hence, in that mistaken identity, this spirit soul is enveloped by the mind body complex of the material world. The elements of this material world are false ego, causal intelligence, astral mind, etheric body, and the gross body. The causal intelligence, the astral mind, the etheric body, and the gross body are four different layers which envelop this soul. Of these, the first two, or the first one, is very gross, whereas the other three become subtler and subtler and subtler. And it is these subtle layers which envelop the body before the gross body takes over. First subtle body is the causal intelligence. Second layer is the astral mind. Third layer is the etheric body. And the fourth layer is the gross body. According to Ashtavakra Gita, this, along with ego, are only gross and subtler form of the five elements. What are the five elements? They are ether, air, fire, water, and earth. Ashtavakra tries to remind Raja Janaka that except for the super soul and the soul spark, all other things are material. And because they are material, they belong to these five elements only in different, subtler, and gross forms. He says that actually the false ego, the causal intelligence, and the astral mind are only subtler forms of ether. It is the gross form of ether that makes the etheric body of senses, and the gross body is made up of air, fire, water, and earth. Ashtavakra tells Raja Janaka, this tranquil person, this self-realized soul, understands this fact, and so he or she is detached from this material world and mind body complex, and he or she abides in the self blissfully, happily, and eternally. He or she remembers that he or she is nothing else but Brahman, and that he or she proceeds towards the super soul and becomes dissolved into super soul and the self successfully one day or the other. Kindly let me know what you think of my talk on this subject. If you sincerely believe that what I am saying makes sense, kindly subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that I can keep reminding you of my future and past videos. Please pardon me for any error, mistake, or blunder in my spelling, diction, and grammar, because when I'm talking to you on serious spiritual matters, I tend to ignore these frivolous things. This applies to my serious subject on materialism also. Till we meet in my next video, it is good morning from TSV Raghavan.